What's good, internet neighbors? Out here in a little spot we call Middle Earth.
With the hell of Feral Farmstead.
There's just so much rotten log right here. God knows when. You can see I already did a layer. There's a layer of goat shit under there, and then there's some hay from the composting hay pile I had kind of from the sheep zone. So I figure this is a pretty decent example of utilizing the resources we have around here. You essentially have the basics of a hugel bed here. Just, old nature's done most of the work already. And all I really have to do is, I'm just gonna mix in some more of this manure, pull out some of these chunks, some of those poison oak root stems you see popping up there. And then bring down just a little more dirt and some nice old burn chunks in there. It's going to be beautiful, beautiful garden space. I'll bring in some more dirt, layer in some more dirt, some more manure, some more composting hay, some chicken manure from the chicken manure compost pile. I'll get this section mixed in real good. We'll get a nice layer going here, and then we'll just layer on top of that. So I'm a big fan of that. Whatever. It's like every few years they gotta rename the process and start printing some books and writing articles and posting online and sell you this and this brand new idea, but I'm pretty sure compost, layering, gardening, and mimicking what the forest done is about as old as people. I think the idea of agriculture means there was an agricultural revolution came out of the forest. Sedentary civilization, like humans haven't been agrarian since we wiggled out of the pond, I just think that limiting these ideas to centric bullshit's kind of no fun. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Ugh. Look at it. This is what it does. Just everywhere. Ugh, the yuck. We'll just layer it up. And then we'll plant something in there. It's gonna be about time to lock these girls down in a patch here and trim their wings so they can't get out, but while they're free ranging out here in space, sure is nice to let them just go ahead and do their chicken work. up here in compost. Just wanted to show you this real quick. This is my leafy material compost. You might have seen it where I talk about how I use everything. So this is an already composting pile of all my foresty leaf material. The chickens are scratched and crapped in it a bunch, but you can see every time I move it here, just the earthworm activity in there. It's doing pretty good. Might have killed homie there with the shovel. These guys are all doing good. They'll be lucky if the chickens don't get them anyway, the way they're going at it. And then this here is my native kind of bare soil. Mostly a lot of decomposed granite, but you can see it's just, I mean, it's wet right now, and it's not even wet. I can't squeeze any water out of it or anything. I mean, it's sprinkling right now. We're in the middle of a storm coming, so you can just see that once if I try and do any kind of deep bedding, I have to just automatically start amending and building it up. Get a couple more things together here and take it down to the bed, see what we get. You have something to say? Little sneak peek there. Don't buy useless land, they said. Don't do it. That land's unusable. It's a poor investment. Well, kind of recommend it, you know. There's this thing called due diligence. You know, you need to assess your capabilities, you need to assess your drive, you need to assess your attitude, and then you need to make a plan and press forward, you know. Came out here, I saw this place, you couldn't even pull in this property. You had to park on the other side of the road, run across it. I had to get a machete and whack myself through the wall of poison oak that was just preventing access to this property. And you know, did my due diligence. We'll probably talk about that later. I got around here as much as possible, and I snatched it up. You know, I found some bonuses. It worked out perfect because sometimes that's how it is. You know, I almost backed out. Had some personal issues. Had some doubts creep into the brain. And I committed. Gotta have a whole heart. It's been hard, but it ain't supposed to be easy. Lots of debris in there from the storms happening, but it's all part of it. It's still beautiful. What a space. When it gets real hot in the summer, this is one of the first places that we cleared out so we could hang out on this rock in the shade. Patty G? What a good girl. Yep, here I am. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Feisty pig. Oh, feisty pig. Yeah. More sneak peeks. Feisty days. Feisty pigs days. They're numbered. Most of our animals around here have names. Get lots of love and attention. Gotta love your meat, know what I'm saying? The only things that don't really have names are a few of the chickens that, just because my son hasn't gotten around to naming them yet. Kind of waits for some inspiration. And I love that. Pirates. So we've got that super awesome home mix of leaf compost here and some other goodies we'll talk about later. We'll do a whole little thing on compost. We got that native, mostly decomposed granite type topsoil here, and then some store-bought amendment here and some peat moss. All right, I wouldn't say something if I didn't like them, because obviously I'm not sponsored, but I got some Dr. Earth here, all purpose. I got some Super Thrive. And of course here I got some baked eggshells. A little wet, that's all right. Besides calcium, what do we got? Phosphorus, magnesium, a couple other little trace minerals in small amounts in there. And then, these two bad boys right here, just have what plants crave. I'm going up this first spot here. Give it a nice, just gonna twist in, give it a nice mix, get my nice big old space going here. Another little root to yank out. I'm gonna make a nice big hole because we're gonna put some asparagus in here. I got an older plant that I just, they're kind of in the duck zone and they wouldn't leave it alone. That's my fault, so I'm moving it. Nice little sprinkle. A little tiny bit. I always give it the first little batch, a nice little mix in. Not afraid to be generous with Dr. Earth. We'll spread it out just a little bit more. Asparagus is pretty tough, man, so we're not too worried about it. We get another layer of the goodness on top of it here. Get it running at an angle, so let's give it a nice little step. Alright, here we go. I got 4 roots of Mary Washington. Don't need big bowls at all, just little fellas. Just spread them out so they can spread out. Poison up root now. Let's make sure I'm over the center of that log. It's a little harder on this edge, but not for long. Now eventually these guys will spread out and I'll pull all the roots of the types and they'll eventually all have larger beds all to themselves. So I want to say that there is a Mary Washington. and Mary Washington. Let's throw some Jersey Giants in right here. Alright. I'll tell you, asparagus is tough. My first farm was in far north Idaho. I was in the ski industry, and I bought property from a fella I worked with. He converted a whole section into like a track for his quads and his dirt bikes and stuff. So I went in to recover this old garden. It was this old farm, beautiful farmhouse. But anyway, I went in to recover the garden there, and I made it way smaller than probably what it was like back in the day. But in this one area right outside of the garden fence, all of a sudden all this asparagus started popping up, and it was like clearly in the middle of where he had been just had a burned up turn kinda that I had flattened out with I had a tractor at the time. But anyway, that's another story. But it was wild. First year is kind of weak, and then the next year came on strong. Pretty resilient. Enough rambling, old man. Get to planting. Used to call that old farm in Idaho the Riot Farm. Alright, let's see. I got hopefully just enough little chunk of fencing here. At least protect the newer ones. Well, I'm going to try and round these chickens up real soon, but asparagus in the food forest. There you go. Hope everyone was just as productive as they were able to be today. Got some things done, you know? So, we love you, and thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Quick reminder, we clean up as we go.
Damn it.